What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We've got a new mission to run here. Currently, the dataless block content is on pause for me in real time. But we've got a new interesting mission to run. We have the third and final power play. Well, for now, they're going to add more later. But the third and final power play in the current version is on offer from our gunrunner, Diego. So let's start this out. He's about to make a power play and he can't pull it off without you. A Rook Tech Chief of Security is the only thing in my way. Exactly the kind of thing we're here to help you with if the pay is right. Unfortunately, that dialogue got broken. Let me just report that one real quick. Broken dialogue. String. Screenshot should show you which one isn't firing. Or isn't linked up right, I think. Isn't linked up right. Alright, cool. Dialogue quip 243. Oh, good to know. See, you slowly learn how they organize the game. You play enough when you see things like that, and you're like, ah, I know what you're doing here. They're linking up that quip. So they have like probably this long data table every quip in the game. And then they're like, ah, run 243 here, run 244 here, whatever. Alright, yep, unfortunate. Well, got everything lined up. The bribes are paid. The skids are greased. But security chief watching over the nanofab site has spooked my connections. This Dedrick guy must have smelled something. He's now all over the site with extra attention. So we make him disappear. I'll be paying you to make him disappear in a red mist. I want him out of the picture forever. Okay, sure. We will play our cards carefully and the hit won't be linked to the nanofab in any way. There are more than enough other people who want him out of the way. As soon as it's done, the Rook Prototype weapons will be falling off the back of a truck into my waiting hands. Okay, we'll make a clean hit. So first we need intel on his movements. Unfortunately, some broken quips here. But it's a two-part mission. The first is to pinpoint the chief's movement using either legwork or a hacking job. Only one of the two is needed. Attempting both is insurance. Cool. And, of course, what do we expect if we remove this roadblock? Yep. Okay, well, he's got weapons. We can, of course, get the mission plan. That'll be fine. We can get access to the system. We can deploy a virus that'll help track his whereabouts. It should be possible to arrange. It'll cost us some extra bribe money, but consider it water under the bridge. We'd only need to corrupt the quantum core. In, spike the CPU, out again. Timeline would be extra tight. We can't risk anyone on their digital securities team getting an idea of what we're after. It'll be like a little quantum vibration, lost in all the noise and interference of the city. Alright, so we've got a CPU spike job, the unraveled slang. And we could send, maybe send someone on legwork. Looks like Jada is happy to run it, so sure, here you go. Security chief will have a pretty visible schedule. Shadow him for a while until he knows every move. Follow, observe, listen. Don't get too close. Easy clap. I can handle that. Wouldn't want to make any friction that gets Daedric's bodyguards on high alert. That's the plan. We're going to put him out to pasture. Don't want any undue attention on him or the nanofab site in advance of the hit. Great. We'll get it done our way. Broken quips is what it is. No big deal. Alright, so we do have two pending legworks here, which is reasonable. We can also just run that instead. We're about to be PL7, and, okay, you know what? YOLO. It's a Ultra Host. Ultra Hosts are fun. We'll give him some influence, which is kind of free. I guess the upside is higher than that of running a legwork, so we'll just get more stuff this way. Let's get the IO there. Let's bump damage. And deck armor against an Ultra Host is going to be kind of relevant, but I think I'm going to take the IO and AP instead. And we can go ahead and run this here. Actually, one thing I want to do before I forget, I did mint another file. So if I go to my deck and I uninstall attack, it'll be angry, I assume. I assume it wants attack installed at some point. But for now it's uninstalled. I minted attack 3. And so attack 3, if we compare it to attack 1, deals roughly double the damage. And I get 50 IO back, so... I mean, this thing costs 340, this one costs 80. It's not really close, but it's double the damage and 3 charges, so it's, right, double the damage, 50% more charges, roughly triple the thing. Relatively close to triple the IO. Obviously, the AP cost is not that, but still, we'll install this. And I've realized, actually, that the way I am running these missions normally, we'll move things around just to be a little bit cute. But basically, I always load these 6 programs. So I'm just going to move them together and then move attack and nuke down a little bit. Nuke is almost certainly just going to be better than attack straight up. Nuke does the same damage as attack. The IO is almost the same. And instead of 3 single targets, I get 2 AoEs. I mean, this is pretty much strictly superior as far as I'm concerned. So I'll probably never use attack, but hey, we've got a new program. I'll leave it in the deck because why not? Again, not actually very good. My hacker does have a level up, so we can move toward getting a second charge of Scapegoat. This will be nice overall. And then once that's done, we'll go into Trunk Patch and make that a little bit nicer as well as we move towards like level 30 or so. Anyway, I went too far back. My bad. Mission planning, prep and mark to deploy. That's you. Let's get it. Ultra Host, no rewind. Should be fine though. So we have CPU spike, so I should have 7 turns. You know what to do. Get in. And yep, 7 turns because it's an Ultra Host. And this will hopefully turn into the other mission relatively soon. So CPU is probably going to be there. It's going to be pretty much a straight shot, so we'll just load everything. And I found that with Trace Vector 2 on, I usually one-shot with Nuke. Of course, right now, I don't have the IO to make that happen. But I can use null op in the meantime to make things look good. Let's run forward. Yeah, okay, we'll go for connection health, then AP, then connection use. Move forward. This will be relatively annoying. I am tempted to blow it up right away. I don't know how many of these are going to be. I don't want to get stuck without having tools. So let me think. What's the right play? What's the right play? I'm going to risk... Let's see. How bad are you? You're actually pretty annoying. Okay. I'm going to zero interrupt then. Scan for neighbors. Nothing too spicy here. We'll take this download for free. We're going to escalate relatively soon. This is going to be AP cost. And then I'm going to need program loading. Let's scan for neighbors. That's going to be annoying as well. Yeah, if we get Turn's ice back on, I'm going to be really sad. But I guess no matter what I do, if I get Turn ice back on, I'm screwed. So we'll just go this way. Connection use. Oh, right. We had that still on. So, of course, it wasn't going to be anything. I'm going to go ahead and hit Trunk Patch while I'm here. Right. Delay the escalation by a little bit. Why not? Might as well. Let's run up here. This is going to be an instant null op. That's going to be annoying enough that it's worth null opping. Great. That gets cleared. Scapegoat blocked everything. That looked decent. Scan for neighbors. Okay, fine. Passive ice. Still got enough AP left to run through this. Shouldn't be a big problem yet. Got moved back. Okay, fine. Well, this is still down for next turn as well. So I'm not worried just yet. Let's keep moving. I mean, it does cost me a lot of IO to get all the way back there, but I have no choice. This is blocking program loading. We've got not the CPU. That's kind of too bad, but I'm going to probably null up this as well, and the CPU will be in one of these nodes. That should be relatively tame, all things considered. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to null op it. That should have cleared everything. We know where the CPU is. I've got 21 AP left, which means I should be able to go for scans. Let's see. This costs 140, and I have 140 to spare, so I should be fine. Actually, you know what I forgot to do is load this stuff. Let me load the damage while I'm here as well. Great. Now I know I have enough IO and AP. So we're going to escalate again off of moving here. There's no real way around that. It's fine. I've still got decoy up, which is cool. Run here. Null op. We're getting 29 min damage. Not horrible. Scan 1. I need to go for scan 2. Of course that happened. Gonna run all the way back through again. 14 AP. We're okay for now. 12. 10. Yep, we escalate just walking. Well, CPU is spiked. Not the end of the world. Scan 1 or 2. Look for the traps. Alright, so I will go this way because I don't have active destruction for this, but I do have trap and passive destruction, so go this way. Use a program, download, take any action. Okay, the nice thing is when you disarm a trap, it doesn't spawn other traps. So you can go in either order here and it doesn't really matter. So you can see this stays disarmed or stays down. I can finally end my first turn. Take you down. Take you down. We've got plenty of other stuff loaded here. Escalation's going to happen eventually. 7 per tally. Yikes. I have no other programs available, so it is what it is. It's 5. I still have mostly the right stuff here. There's a chance it's going to be really annoying. I don't have a second disarm. I could nuke. I'm actually really tempted to, because there's a really good chance I'm going to be in a really awkward spot here. So this is use a program, take any action. Okay, so it's fine. I didn't know that. I didn't know if this was going to be like load a program and like take any action, in which case I had no way of getting them both down. Because eventually loading a program is taking any action, so I couldn't have killed both. That's what I had nuke for, but looks like we're fine. These are all disabled, so we can just take... I want to nuke here because they're... Well, actually, no, you're sleeping. So if I nuke, this will get, this will trigger some tally. So I'm just going to let it happen. Okay, I lose trace vector. That's fine. All right, that's everything downloaded. That's the CPU spiked. And yeah, again, we get a pretty small host, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 9 nodes. We had to go through basically all of them. And, you know, the fact there's 3 SPUs is more dangerous. Like, these are the gnarliest nodes in the game. But because I have 3 charges with null op and the chance at nuke, it wasn't even too bad. Anyway, that is mission complete. Download succeeded, and that's going to let us start up the power play, ideally. Alright. It's funny it's the other hacker, but whatever. Even though QSec AI wasn't able to stop me. Cut the ice, spiked the CPU, and the virus is on the loose in the network now. Scraping of data out of it already. Got an idea where we want to do the hit on Dedrick. Traveling between the Rook Tech Acropolis, nanofab sites, and research campus, which requires leaving their territory and traveling across the zone. Use this as cover for meeting with his network of spies, field ops, and corporate snitches. What I'm hearing is that he's outside Rook Tech territory, holding secret meetings that he is trying to keep under the radar. It's perfect. When ready, we can tell Diego and move on to the final job, or we can pump the brakes and delay a little bit. Alright, well, decent number of accounts, that's kind of nice. Good number of, yeah, solid files here, so can't be sad about it. And looks like, yep, everything is lined up. We can make this happen. Great. Let's just save our progress then. We can check through file sets. Cool, we have a file we can mint. Might as well. Great, that's all we can get from that. Nice, we managed to roll the legendary. That's kind of cool. We can bump him up. Is there anyone else? Not really important, actually. So I have a bug right now, really unfortunately, where it seems like people who don't have 100 influence can't limit break. I don't know why it's happening, but it's, you know, kind of annoying. So I'm in the spot where I have to bump people to 100 to get them to break, which means I have to, you know, spend a bunch extra to get anything to happen. If there's any of these contacts I care about, I have to push them. Sometimes we're going to have them limit break just to do it, just to, like, get them to move on. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go ahead and go for the power play here. Let's make this happen. Everything is lined up. We know the time and place. We're ready to take this to the next stage. As you said, Red Mist stage for our mutual friend, Dedrick. As I promised, the compensation will be more than worth your time, and you'll be the beneficiary of the new connection you're helping forge. Okay. Dedrick steps out of Rook Tech territory regularly to meet with field agents and spies. Even the coroner won't know it hit him. Dialogue quip. Assassinate VIP, ready to be planned. The Red Mist event. Worth noting that for missions such as these, if you're in a like power play or mission chain like this, the names are not random. This is intentionally named the Red Mist event. Oh, cool. We got the... I mean, it's cool that we're getting this map again. I know we just got it recently, but... ooh, we get to give him a ton of influence, too. That's pretty sweet. He's going to pay us $1 million. We are PL7, and so the payments got higher. And so, yeah, he's paying us $1 million. Pretty nice. He's going to get the Rook Prototype weapons service. We can inspect those afterwards. And, yeah, I mean, we're going to give him 40 influence, because I'm sure we're going to be done within, you know, this, like, relatively tame 10-turn time frame. So, I'm going to quickly get leverage first. Assassination requires some time for them to show up, keep in mind. So the minus armor is not hugely valuable. I'll take the active leverage for the AP and move point, and I'll take the passive leverage for the 2 move points as well. I think it's pretty reasonable. Alright, it is time for the Red Mist event. We've got these core 4. We've got some XP, actually. So let me see what I can learn here. Level 25 means 2 points. I've already capped out Rewind, Downer, Steamroll, and Tactical Surge. I said I was going to go for pre-computed and see if there's anything exciting here. I've got the range on stutter. It's good enough for me. So pre-computed can now give +1 move point. A little bit of spice there. Sort by gear, just make it easier to look at stuff. Soldier's already gotten some decent points here in Flush, and I was considering either like maxing out on Flush, or with a low cap of 32, there's basically 8 talent points left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I can do like 7, 8 for ballistic pure damage. This thing lasts for, you know, 1 turn, and I can basically pre-generate 25 ballistic pure damage upgrade. It's not bad. Obviously, in most cases, Iron Grip is a bit better, but this isn't far off. No recoil moving is certainly nice. Actually, sorry, it's ignore all recoil. So this is, I mean, Trigger Vector is basically Iron Grip's bigger brother, because you can get +1 duration You can make the AP cost down to 0 as well. But the exciting thing is you can generate 2 move points for these 2 turns. And so you have basically the best version of Iron Grip, which is 25 ballistic pure damage. Ignore all recoil. For 2 turns, 2 move points. It's like, well, yeah, I would probably take that over Iron Grip at a certain point. So there was at some point I will probably respec and I will cap this out, and I will, I mean, other than like the small amount of downtime, right? 3 turns cooldown, 2 turn duration. But for now, I'm just going to go for Flush and cap out the cover bonus and armor reduction. This is, I think, useful enough that I actually want this as utility. And then I think Rhino's not going to go on this mission. We'll move people around. Yeah, you'll be running it. So let's go into our stealth setup. You're on stealth 2. Actually, I need to respec you real quick because we have a better pistol now. So I'm going to ungrab that. I'll grab this. Okay, I'm gonna leave this unequipped for now until we get the rest of the mods over. I'm gonna swap you to stealth 3. Actually, here I'm gonna swap you to stealth 3 because you're gonna be shooting more. Wait, no, you're the wrong person. We're bringing code block in. There we go. You're on stealth 3, and then you're on stealth 4. Alright, so everyone who has mods normally has used them now. So now I can come in and grab everything else that's not currently nailed down. Great. Alright, so this is stealth 1. Great. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot here. Everyone's spent talent points. We've got 3 Eagle Sights and a Dragon War. That's pretty good overall. He's got the 9 bullet Dragon War, which is kind of nice. Nothing else to say, right? We're pretty happy with this setup. Let's rock. Let's run the Red Mist event. It's going to be a tight hit. All right, we don't really going to land, but we're going to know at the end of turn 1 where they're going, and then at the end of turn 3, we'll get everything else. So no Matrix Host, from what I can tell. Well, plenty of boxes to grab stuff from. Clearing by turn 10 should not be a problem. Grab my yield, throw down Tactical Surge. I think it would be good to have JTAC, so I can have you wait, but everyone else is going to be a little bit awkward here. So you're not going to get to use JTAC here because of the fact that I can't yield a second time. I should have gone for a delay, not a yield, and counted my action points better. That's my fault. But best I can do is basically go to exactly here. Iron Grip. And I'm just trying to get basically 2 people in the AoE each time. As long as I have 2, my damage is going to be decent. Alright. We're getting a passive 5 tally per turn. I'm going to have you run all the way up here to get these 2 guys. Actually, can you even? No. Oof. Okay. We can hope that's going to work. I don't know if he's tall enough for this. I guess we can check. We'll see what happens. I'm not actually that hopeful here. That seems kind of bad. Okay, you're at 16. I'm just going to walk up and shoot you. This might work, actually. I'm going to try this angle. Great, okay. And yeah, 1300 damage crits. Feels good. More guards to your gunfire. Yeah, sure. Don't care. Okay, so I'm going to go for some yields now because this allows me to turn off cameras and things like that. Let's see. I'm going to have you run up towards the middle. Just going to have you stand there and get, like, the lay of the land. Where are any other guards? Sure, okay. Yeah, we're getting only weak ones here, unfortunately, but we're obviously powerful enough to kill basically everything anyway. Oh, nice. We're actually in range of that. That's huge. I didn't even realize. That's cool. Alright, well that means I should throw down JTAC, make this easier. Actually, should be pretty good now. Yep, probably kill them both. Yep. Camera sees a body, whatever. I would like to get line of sight on you. Can I really not? Okay, there. I can get it from there. That seems playable. That should kill. I get spotted. Die. Great. Good job, buddy. You can run towards that one. I think that's reasonable. No one's got to run into this room until we know where the VIP is. Okay, let's run you here. I want to turn both of these off so I can get into this room pretty safely. So let's knock you down. Knock you down. Grab our loot. Not bad. Hey, we finally found a heavy raptor. Okay, there we go. So here's the level 6 pistol that I've been looking for a long time. Haven't found one. We finally got it. We'll show it off later, but it's quite good. It has innate pure damage, which is pretty powerful. It also has a lot of baseline accuracy. It is pretty clearly the best silence pistol in the game. You're still a surprise target, as you didn't hear me run up. If I crit, oh, good damage. That's not bad. Half his health. Got the heavy raptor. It's probably still not quite a one-shot, but it gets a lot closer. Alright, I'm going to stand you here. Should be reasonably functional. You are not in... nice crit. That guy was not in range for a steamroll, unfortunately, but oh well. I'm going to go for some quieter weapon play now, since I think this kill's going to be no problem. And I actually... Nice, yep. And I wanted to not have as much tally. Even though it's not a really big deal, I just kind of felt like not having as much tally. So I'm going to stand you here. Obviously, these guys are still going to report. We're still going to get an escalation, but that's fine. Alright, so you're up there. Sniper's going to grab that. Soldier can run across the map to grab this. Let's go for a magnet. There we go. Plenty of optional loot found. We'll know where the exit is soon, and then we'll go for the actual win itself. I'm glad I rolled the new map actually twice in relatively quick succession. Obviously, the last time we rolled it was a hard guarantee, but it's cool to get it off the RNG as well. Alright. Yep, stayed near the middle. That seems fine. Turn 2, escalation, and they are pretty close by. I mean, it's pretty small maps. That's expected. Everyone gets told to act. Sure. We get escalated and high-value guys. E-medic and a guard captain, and looks like a bladesman as well. Alright, let's go get the info. Where are they landing? Okay, it's right there. Cool. Yep. That's going to be no problem. Okay. Luco is going relatively soon. Probably got to kill you. Die, please. Thank you. Alright. We can let these guys move. I'm not worried about getting shot at, I don't think. I could go here and it's a little bit safer. I'm less likely to be shot at like that. Yeah, I think for the most part we're going to go for delays. I'm going to have you hide behind this wall. Great. Please get me my loot. TYVM. There's the blue key, so we can open this bridge if we want to. It could be one of the evac points. Okay, so... yeah, we should let the guards all move. Actually, I'm going to do a yield, so I go down to 11. That way I can delay behind the rest of these guards. You're going to find a corpse. But where are you headed, though? Oh, okay, yeah. I thought it was fine because of this thing being in the way. I was right. Yep, you can delay down to there. You don't get to do much because of just the lineup of your... well, everything, really. But this will be good enough. Iron Grip. This will probably be a kill. Savagery is on. Likely to crit. Yep, down you go. That's recoup action points. I can't really delay any further. I think I'm just going to hide behind this wall. And end my turn. A lot of AP to spare is what it is. These guards can move at least. You're going to run up there. Cool. You're going to move and investigate. Yep. Not very far. Fine. Okay, you don't get to go very far. That's not ideal. This might not kill. I don't really care if it doesn't. I'm sure to beat him on initiative. Oh, you can see me. This will do decent damage. Crit. Okay, if I crit, it probably kills. Nice. That's pretty close, actually. 497. That's a pretty close to health bar. But that's a nice cleanup. Final guard moves up. And cool, you're in range for me, basically. It's not going to kill. Ooh, actually, you know what? I need to be smart about initiative here. So I'm going to pre-compute myself and raise. So I have 1 MP this turn. We're escalating this turn anyway. I'm going to rewind him, actually, so that he can have a savagery for the next turn. Alright, I'm going to end that here. You're going to run towards the middle. And we'll see what kind of shenanigans we're up to. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we're up to. Okay, so escalation reinforcements are right there, right? Yeah. Okay, but how about the VIP? How about the VIP? I'm going to... Yeah, okay. Divergent, 2 suppressants, fine. And now we get the quest to update. Here they come. Alright, they're on that side. That's going to be relatively easy to find. As soon as the VIP or any bodyguard is alerted, they will be angsty. And actually, this guy already was alerted. I'm not certain from what, but it means that these guys also come in as alerted, because they always inherit the status of the most alert guard. Alright, well, coordinated charge hits the team, no problem. We can iron grip this. And then... Can I get to a spot where I can shoot both these guys? Nope, that's basically impossible. So there's going to be some damage. A little bit slow going, not horrible though, but a little bit slow going. You know I should have gone for his marker sights. Accuracy and crit would have been nice. I'm a little bit slow here. That's maybe a kill. Nope. But at least I get savagery on. And I can... Okay, you guys are actually in full combat, so I gotta be a little bit cautious about this. Oh, and yeah, these guys are right there. Right, there's actually multiple groups that I truly care about fighting. Alright, well... I think I just hide you here. In full cover. It's actually getting a little bit spicy because we're in a real amount of combat. For the first time in a while. Alright. Right. So... If I can't kill you, and I pretty much can't, I'll need to go for a stun here. That's a really good crit. Maybe I can kill him. Okay, no, there's no way I have the damage here. Okay, it's Atomic Stutter time for sure. I will reload because it's free, and then I'll shoot my pistol. It's not going to do much damage. Yeah, even with the crit of 70 damage. That's fine. Yeah, you're going to be stunned for next turn as well. Not a big deal. Just going to start making forward progress. Alright, so you've got to find the right group to get rid of. These guys are pretty far away, so I'm tempted to go for these guys. I don't think I kill them all on the same turn, though. That's the scary thing. I am, like, low on ammo. I might go for a yield. Ooh, actually, do they? Well, they're going to have lattice enemy? Probably. Okay, I've kind of screwed this one up. Thankfully, my initiatives are probably decent. But a J-Tac from somewhere around here is probably going to be functional. Okay, am I worried about these guys being able to shoot me? Well, what kind of guns do you have? SMG, SMG, Urban Assault, Shotgun? Okay, those ranges aren't great. I think I'm actually relatively safe. So I'm going to say I'm going to yield and see what the guys actually try to do here. I'm going to go greed for loot. Because of course I am. I want this one too. Not bad. You can kill him later. Yep, you're stunned as known. You're going to delay. Alright, let's see what they do. We know that you're angry. Right, the VIP will always just run for the exit. So he's a bit isolated here. They're only suspicious, so we can maybe give them the slip. They find corpses, but not me. You're in a similar boat, patrolling forward. You're in a similar boat, patrolling forward. Okay, you're actually angsty, but you are useless with a shotgun way back there. You have SMGs, but you can't reach me yet. I think? Yep. Yeah, okay, cool. You guys are kind of useless. That's good. Now, worth noting, my Cyber Knight is missing out on many of her buffs. She's already used up all of her tools for the most part. Killing you is not that useful. This guy kind of is. So, reasonably decent would be to use up one move point to get 2 enemies in line of sight. Looks like it's that. Can I shoot through this? Really? Huh, neat. Don't know if that's intended, but we'll take those. Alright, let's put them both in line of sight. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and Iron Grip for the accuracy. Let's go ahead and make that easier as well. And let's see, do I have... I do have I think Savagery is down. Like, I don't have the buff anymore. But at least I can trigger Recoup to get some action points back. So I can probably shoot twice. Yeah, the crit means I get Recoup. Means I'm allowed to reload. And that means this will be really powerful. Yeah, big damage. So now the question is it an Overwatch angle? You're at 20. I'm min-rolling... Actually, yeah, okay. There's a really good chance I'm not getting around this very well. Permanence can go first, so she can get that kill no problem. I think I'm going to go here and then just throw it on Overwatch Cone. And we'll just see what it turns into. I think that'll be fine. He was going to have low initiative anyway. It's okay. We get our escalation here. But the scary thing is these guys are going to get pretty close to our guys. Are we getting headhunters? No. Wait, they're catching on to you. Oh, right, yeah. Second set of bodyguards are deploying now. Right, again, it's because it's a quasi-story mission. Alright, are they alert? Yes. Okay, so we have a very large crew to deal with here. I want to probably throw Rewind on one of my 2 soldiers. I'm probably going to have Raze be chill, but I think I want to give Code Block the ability to get everything else going. Now, worth noting, these guys are suspicious only, but it's going to get scary relatively soon. What do I have? I have Steamroll up, so if I can get a kill, it's actually a good thing, because it means I can give my team some damage and a move point. I have a 100% crit chance, so this should let me trigger Steamroll. I have no other tools for this, though, and these guys are going to be angry. So this is going to get scary. I'm definitely getting a bit surrounded. I actually might find myself losing characters here. Because of like how utterly surrounded I am. And the fact that I kind of burned all my initiative buffs a little bit early, and probably a little bit too early. And I got kind of cavalier with it. You know, it's fair. You throw enough people at me, and eventually I just don't have the bullets to kill them all anymore. You know what? If I lose, I deserve it. End of the day, that's all I can say. As long as CK lives, we're alright. Okay, you're angry, but you have no chance of damaging me, I don't think. Actually, he's not even like really playing for combat. Alright, mission complete. Good news. That's Savagery on. Target is down. We can leave. Now, thankfully, the exit's pretty close by. Alright, let's just kind of skip past that. That got kind of funky. Don't worry about it. You should be out of AP now, so I'm not getting shot. Oh, I am getting shot. Ooh. I'm glad your gun sucks, but that was a crit. Ow. He's definitely wounded. You managed to run all the way up there, which I find hilarious. Okay, so how are we getting our team to safety? I mean, I'm like definitely getting spotted by someone like this. And you rolled a 23, which is not good. Alright, so how do we make this work? He's very stuck, and we have to really hope the guys don't see him. That is not the most hopeful, I'll be honest. And again, this guy rolled really high. Okay, I mean, there is honestly a decent chance we lose people. I don't have any recoup charges, so any damage I deal, we just have to one-shot, because I can't get a second round of damage here. My Acker goes next, which is good. But I'm also, like, kind of out of ammo, so... Like, how playable is this really? I can, like, run back here, reload, and then throw down Overwatch and make that a little bit safer. So that the first person to run up actually gets at least interrupted. But then it means he's stuck there behind this little crappy box. Yeah, okay, this is definitely... I definitely made this kind of hairy for myself. I think they're going to have a hard time actually hitting him because of all this cover here. But he's going to have to sprint on his turn and hope he's not in Overwatch. Obviously, I can get my soldier out, but he needs to cover the team. Wow, you're at 14. Okay, yeah. So depending on how fast these guys run forward. Yeah, you guys have assault rifle. You have an assault rifle. You have an urban assault. You have a shotgun. Okay, that's not the scariest. But this guy can shoot full auto. He can actually down people kind of by himself. Yeah, that's going to be a... Alright, this got real finally. We finally got a challenge for the first time, I think, in like 30 missions we have a real challenge. Cool. Alright, good. I'm glad I have a real challenge finally. And it's because I like Astro Griefed, right? I put them all in combat and ran myself out of bullets and played way too greedily. Okay, so let's think this through. I'll have Recoup next turn, but I won't have Savagery anymore, so it's not even going to be that powerful. Permanence will not have Rewind back, only Tactical Surge. So I'll be missing damage. He will have Savagery up. And he'll get some action points from... Yeah, okay, cool. He'll have like everything up next turn. So he's going to go off next turn. As long as we can keep him safe, he's going to like kill a lot of people. So the goal is get ways to kill a lot of people successfully. The scary thing is these initiative rolls are going to be a nightmare. So what I'm thinking about doing is running back here, reloading, shooting my pistol once, and then going into Overwatch. I think that'll be functional. Okay. So we'll take the reload. I'll take my pistol shot. I think this is fine. I'm going to Iron Grip because I'm going to get it all back anyway. Or at least one charge back next turn anyway. I think this pistol shot is very reasonable. I think I'm going to save Marker Sights for a better turn. Actually, I might even use it early on you guys, but I don't think I need to. I'm going to save it for a more important turn. No, I think I will. And the reason why is because I'm going to have low initiative because I'm going to go into Overwatch. So make you guys easy to hit. Now with my lone pistol shot, I will shoot the Divergent. There is a chance I kill it. Did not kill it. If I had crit, she was dead, and it was a coin flip. So that could have been really good. Let's go jump into Overwatch here. I think Overwatching this is fine. Yeah, I'm just going to cover the entire thing, the Overwatch cone. I'm going to have you... Okay, how far up can I actually bring you, realistically? So, like, if I ran up here, I'm in range of only one person, and then these guys run up and my life gets dangerous. I do want to kill you, though. Like, you're worth killing. You're a little scared, but we can get away from you. If I fight from here... That should be pretty reasonable. I think this is going to be a playable fight. It's going to be a lot of noise, but at least they're going to die. Yeah, that's acceptable. A little bit of range, not too bad. The evasion's obviously a little bit scary, but yeah, it's decent. So you're down. That's good. So, yeah, these 5 are all alerted. These 2 are definitely going to make my life really difficult. I don't want it to be protected too much. And light cover like this is not going to be great. Like, if the initiative rolls are good enough, it's, like, really bad for me. So I kind of want to go back here and, like, just hide again. Now, of note, yeah, all the other move point buffs are going to be down. That's not true. I'll have Tactical Surge next turn. And Coordinated Charge. No, I rewinded for Coordinated Charge. I'm not going to have Coordinated Charge again. Alright, well, I'll have Tactical Surge at least. You're going to hide. You're going to run into Overwatch. No, you're gonna... Oh, you're gonna stop short. Cool, good for me. You're gonna run up, actually, but you're gonna get stopped. Wow, that's massive damage. Wait, he fully died. Yeah, because... Of course. Okay, you're useless. That's good. Okay, he just gave his team a big buff. You're not in range of anything. Overwatch Cone, I think, is too... I don't think it's long enough range. You actually ran up, but you're out of AP now. Okay, cool. So Code Block can actually run, and you can get away. That's good. Okay, so... You got a lot of buffs. You're buffed with Savagery for this and the next turn. And you have a Recoup Charge. So you can deal 1,000,000 damage here if you want to. I don't know if I want to, but I certainly can. So if I run here, I can kill these 2. You're alert, you're suspicious. You're going to be too far away to shoot me. You can run to there, but it's not going to be enough. At least I don't think. So this kill seems worthwhile. So yeah, you're buffed by virtually everything. I don't have J-Tac. I think Strike Zone here is pretty reasonable. I'm going to put it like this. They're going to advance on me. The team can J-Tac from back here. That seems reasonable as well. And the thing is, shooting here is actually free because it's going to trigger Recoup when I get my stuff back anyway. It'll actually also give me a move point. So it's literally action point positive to shoot here. 94 crit chance, 119 crit chance. They're definitely both dead. They are definitely both dead. Yeah, 1200 damage. Cool. Now, worth noting, you have a good initiative roll. You have a good initiative roll. You're too far away to matter, and then my entire team gets to go. So I'm feeling relatively safe. I'm feeling relatively safe. So yes, there will be an escalation, but the escalation should not endanger me. And we're going to get out during turn 5, so plenty of time to spare for the secondary objective. You can end your turn right there. We get reinforcements, or sorry, we get an escalation. The escalation could be like combat drugs. Okay, it's body timers, it doesn't matter. If it was combat drugs, they had a chance at closing the gap. It can give things like 2 move points. It can be like pretty gnarly, honestly. We have no good ways of bumping initiative, but I think the whole squad's going to be safe. I'm going to leave him around just in case he needs to mark set somebody. He shouldn't, but hey, just in case. So wait till the entire team is ready to go. Here you are, the UAR, and you're out of AP for sure at this point, right? Yeah. You're going to try? There's no way you reach, right? Oh, yeah, you didn't even try. Cool, you stopped short. And then there's no way you can get out. Oh, yeah, you stopped short, too. Great. All right. And just double check, like, the buff this guy put down. It gives the team 1 move point and some accuracy, so, like, his squad would be pretty scary, but... Cool. The entire team is now going back-to-back, which means we can easily make it out. We got our loot boxes. We unfortunately got our sniper pretty heavily injured. He lost, you know, half his health, basically. But we're out. We're okay. We're all okay. We'll put him in the detox. We'll put him in the med bay. It'll be fine. No more kills need to be farmed. We got our mission. And we have access to Rook Tech prototypes. And that's what I care about. Time to vanish. Yay for 1200 damage crits. To 2 people. Look at that. A simple problem that a bullet could fix, and you fixed it for me. Like you said, you wanted him gone in a red mist. So, what about your picture of the nanofab site? You know I'm good for it. Wouldn't pull these strings with risky power play and stop now. Dialogue quips. Okay, let's go ahead and say, hey, more broken dialogue quips in Rook Tech power play. Screenshot should make it obvious which ones are broken. Wait for this to pop in the top right, and then we'll move forward. And I know I've had another video on this channel that showed the Rook Tech prototypes. He's now bellicose. As assassination and murder become his preferred tools. Sure, okay. We got a heavy raptor. We could eventually try to craft some armor blueprints long term and get some extra like passive, you know, benefits through that. Alrighty, so we have weapons. We have weapons from Diego, powerful and rare. And so what we've got on offer is the Torch XL and the Rook Ultra H8. So it's hard to compare to other things that are available here. I guess, let's see, was the Chrome Hawk any good? No, we didn't care about the Chrome Hawk. I guess we'll actually add Joe into the mix so we can kind of compare to the long sight. Was it the long sight? What was the reasonably good imported assault rifle? It was a Trailblazer. Yeah, this was the good one, I think, right? Yeah, okay. The Trailblazer was actually the reasonably good AR that we finally replaced. With the Dragon Roars and eventually the long sights, or the Eagle sights. So the Torch comes in through the power play, and, you know, is potentially going to compare, you know, comparable to the Trailblazer, right? So in red and green is the Torch stats. Accuracy, pretty similar. I'm missing... Oh, the pure damage is like... Is this identical? No, is it 0 for me, right? No, wait, hold on. This has 56 pure... And the Trailblazer had 34. Okay, yeah, so it is better for me. Cool. Oh, it's just... I see. It like, falls... Oh, it's like... Oh, weird. It's, Yeah, it just, like, doesn't fit or something. Okay, whatever. Either way, 9 bullets instead of 5 is good. This does have pure damage. I think it's just... Actually, I guess I'll report that, too. Bugs. UI bug. When comparing full auto pure damage, some of them just don't display. Both of these guns have pure damage in their full auto, and it's not showing me that in the comparison. I assume because it doesn't fit. Alright. Anyway, accuracy, basically identical, so you can kind of ignore that. Ballistic damage and pure damage per full auto, just going to be better overall. Nothing to say except that it's just definitely going to be higher, as long as I have at least 2 targets in the area. Better shred. Now, the range matters, right? 8 meters of range here, 8 meters of range there. This is definitely reasonable, or like definitely meaningful. But there will be times and places where the arc is more important than the range, and again, you will have full damage on 3 targets. So this is enough damage where, like, yeah, I would have probably, or at least maybe, taken over the Trailblazer. No, I won't take it over the Eagle Sight. The damage there is too high, but in terms of sort of the introductory weapon here, yeah, it's pretty solid. The other option is the Rook Ultra. So if we think the Torch is decent, then we can compare to the Rook Ultra. And what we've got here is, does it really not have pure damage? No, it does, yeah. It just, like, gets compared kind of weirdly. Oh, it just, oh, weird, okay. This gun just displays its pure damage weird. Oh, I see. Okay. Torch XL displays its pure damage weirdly. It doesn't match normal damage displays, so it's confusing to look at. Right, we can just double check with, like, something else that, yeah, like, you normally would see this and then that, but this just has it on the right hand side, so it's, like, hard to understand what's trying to go on here. Like, what is that, right? Alright. It might, like, somehow only deal pure damage in the full auto. I don't really know, but whatever. Obviously, that one's kind of weird. I guess we can compare it to the Trailblazer then to make it a more apt comparison. So, hey, welcome to, what are they called? Welcome to E-Rifles. Accuracy is good enough. Technically, the damage per, like the ballistic damage per full auto is worse, but 100 flat pure damage is a really big deal. It's clearly dealing more damage per full auto. Armor shred, quite good as well, 40%. Yeah, you're only getting 4 hits, so it's not going to be that amazing, but still pretty solid. Max range, pretty rough. This is shotgun tier. Good luck. Keep in mind, this weapon is reasonably loud at 30 meters. You know, the noise range is longer than even the max range is, so you are going to wake up guards. You're only getting 2 full autos and a reload. Good luck with that. You're only getting, you know, 4 bullets. So it's a little tight, but if you get the range, it is good damage. And of course, there's, you know, stronger ones down the line. I think the real big thing, though, is there are mods that makes it a lot better. I think I looked at them in a prior video, but if we look at some of the weapon mods here, something like this is going to give you 1 more shot in the full auto, so it goes to 5. We get +2 reloads. Yeah, it's pretty worth it, right? Going from 3 magazines to 5 or whatever, pretty meaningful. And again, getting 5 bullets and whatnot. So that's kind of stuff that actually gets you sort of back in there. But yeah, I mean, these are okay, but they're not as good as the stuff I can craft right now. So that's the gear. Wonderful stuff there. I'm basically going to go and sell things to Diego to get him to limit break again. And what I'm going to do is basically sell a lot of these things that I just kind of don't need. Go down to kind of 1 piece everything. Like, I don't need this level 4 revolver. He's at 80, but because of the bug, I have to go to 100. So we'll sell him this. How many favors? Only 1. Let's go get another favor for him then. I'd like to sell him something a little bit cheaper, but that might not be possible. Yeah, okay. Well, we can sell you this just outright. Put you to 90. And then the Horizon Blade. Nope. Wow, his favors are expensive now. Yeah, I guess they're worth 96k, so... Can I... Yeah, I'm just trying to get... Not overpay too much for the favor, I can help it. There you go, you're at 100. That should help. Now he can limit break again, and we can hopefully get better weapons. That'd be cool to kind of force that in. Otherwise, you know, I'm waiting for the patch where we can finish Daedalus block. Of course, yeah, my sniper is wounded, which makes total sense. He's injured for 3 days. I could get him healed a bit sooner. Spend 4k to get him back a day and a half earlier. I mean, sure, why not? Let's just do it. It costs me basically nothing at this point. Save some time. And eventually we'll get headhunters, right? We've generated a lot of heat over time. So that'll be there eventually. These things will now pop at PL7, so I'll get even more XP for them. And, of course, I have nothing to plan right now, so I can start detoxing whoever's stressed. So, sure. Of course, you've been shot, so of course you're stressed. And we'll just detox all 3 of you. Shouldn't be a big problem. Upgrading detox to 5, upgrading trainer to 5. Trainer to 5 gives me a 3rd bench. And I'm getting my barracks set up so I can upgrade this as well. And with that, I can get another recruit and start hiring people. So I can have like a really large cycle of like people training, people detoxing, people going under surgery, and like running a squad through missions. Obviously, at this point in time, like we're ultra endgame, right? We clearly have outscaled the guards, even corpo guards. Some of that is the power level of soldier talents is really strong, but regardless, we're just kind of swimming in money for the most part. And you know, we've kind of like unlocked all the content in the game, which is why I'm not showing proc missions anymore. I'm just showing storyline stuff so that we kind of have that. And it's like, hey, here's the other stuff in the game that you can kind of look at. But there's nothing like else to really seek out, right? With this money, I can craft my 4th Eagle Sight. But what I want to do for real is build this Heavy Raptor, right? Now that I've gotten this new blueprint here, I can compare it to like, it's not going to be a completely fair comparison, but we'll compare it to like a single target gun. So of course in red and green is the composite autolit, and then the baseline is going to be the Heavy Raptor. So yeah, Raptor, really, really accurate. Damage is comparable, right? 8 pure damage versus 20 ballistic. I would probably take the 20 ballistic, to be honest, so the Raptor actually has more single target damage straight up. Obviously, full auto is not a close comparison, don't get me wrong. No shred, that matters. Range is nicer. Do I care about the arc on Overwatch? No, not at all. But hey, you know, it's nice to reload for 1 AP instead of 2. Although, to be fair, this has 6 bullets, so actually probably, you know, total action points spent reloading might be a little bit nicer. But the kind of primary benefit here is the fact that you get the giant stealth crit damage. I am really stealth driven. And again, 3 range does matter. So it's like, yeah, do I want the Autolit or do I want the Heavy Raptor? It's like, well, I have probably more damage. I have definitely more accuracy. I have definitely more range. My action point efficiency is going to be really comparable. So, you know, pretty chill. But yeah, they both have the rapid fire, you know, final shot for 1 AP. The chance to go full auto with the Autolit, obviously pretty nice, pretty useful. I'm pretty tempted to build an array of SMGs as my secondaries. I think they are... I would probably rather have SMGs than swords, considering my sort of like... my characters and like what their talents are, right? It's all ballistic damage, basically. I can afford crafting a sniper rifle, but I'm going to go craft better sidearms for now. So we've got this. Yeah, this is a pistol body mount that can only go on a basic pistol or a revolver. So if I want to craft a revolver, I can go here instead. But basically the thoughts are if I run out of bullets in my AR and I'm like crunched on action points, I've got to like move and shoot in this turn. It's kind of thing where it's like, yeah, you know, having an SMG sidearm to go blast people is pretty useful. I think I'd probably rather have that than a revolver. Like, considering I have a bunch of recoil control and ballistic crit damage upgrade and all that kind of stuff, I would probably rather have an SMG than a revolver, which means I don't care about these grips going on revolvers. I'd rather craft stealth pistols so that I have the option of going stealth if I want to. I think that's probably superior. So, I unfortunately have no pistol scopes, which is too bad. So I don't have anything special here, but I can at least try to put the other blueprints on. I think crit is reasonable. Keep in mind it's also quite good for SMGs. The ranged accuracy can go on ARs, which is pretty useful. Light damage, though, I've got 1 million of these, so I'm probably going to at least burn one of them. And then, you know, baby crit is a play as well. It's like, well, if I'm going to craft a bunch of SMGs... Actually, here's what I'm really thinking, though. As much as this is going to be kind of cool, if I instead craft the SMG, as I was thinking about, if I just build this instead, it does well enough silenced and does very well loud, which means it's probably just the generically better option. I should tend to go for it. So I've got several grip possibilities here. These, of course, can also go on ARs, so I've got to be careful I'm not, you know, really digging into my potential upside too much. I do want to craft on a grip. Sadly, I have no scope. I really wish I had found a pistol scope, but I haven't. That's really too bad. It means I'm going to be a little bit, you know, light on intrinsics. But I think I'll take the bonus accuracy here. Here you go. We'll take the crit damage. That seems decent. Obviously, light damage is worth it. I don't see why I wouldn't bother with this, so we'll slam some extra ballistic damage and accuracy. And then, yeah, we've got these in already. We've already got a critical in, but I can grab a little bit of recoil. My recoil is not huge, but it does something for me. It's basically free real estate. So plenty expensive. We're only getting one free intrinsic off this by spending the cubes. The alternative is to go here and use blue cubes instead and get minus 24% crafting cost. That would let me save around 200k. That's not trivial, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I want the body intrinsic here, and so I'm going to do that instead. And, yeah, I just think it's worth it. So, yeah, we're going to start crafting this. Great. And that will now be my... I could have done this, of course, a lot sooner, but I wanted my eagle sights. Still, though, that'll be a pretty solid sidearm long term, and I can still switch the barrel in and out. All right, so let me check a couple more things real quick, which is contact influence levels. He's at 100, Dr. Ash's at 100, Diego's at 100. I'm probably going to send something to Taylor to get her to 100 as well. And get Chad to 100 so that he's going to limit break. Probably need to boost Joe to get there. Yeah, they seem to all need to go to 100 to limit break, so let me see if I can sell some stuff. It doesn't go to anyone else, does it? Yeah. Okay. My only option then is slightly overcapping here. It's fine. Should go to 100. Sell these for money. Don't need to read them. There's something special here. Let's see. Joe does not buy... Yeah, he doesn't buy high-level stuff. So I would have to sell things like this to get Joe some influence. And I don't really want to burn my epic ranged accuracy buffs is the problem. That's going to be tough to get him to that point then, because I just don't have many of these left. I don't have any low-level epic and legendary stuff anymore, unless we get more intrinsics to drop. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. It's too bad. For now we can wait. I think it's okay. We'll save our progress. And see what else is on offer. Okay, Simstream Trainer. We can build the third and essentially final bench. 200k. Great. Third bench on the way. Then we go to level 6, which is the final level. We get very, very little here. We get +2 XP rate. Is this worth you crafting? Not really. Whatever. We got a scav rate on offer. Good for you. Okay, sure. Blue Ox. Weak faction. Do you do anything I care about? Absolutely not. Probably ignore you then. Influence limit break. No favors. So Taylor, unfortunately, we cannot get level 2 medical items. You're going to buy item blueprints. You're going to buy all item blueprints now. Wow, I'm so excited about this. Okay, well, we got a lot of favors from you. You can get data flood. We can buy better item blueprints. We can give him a power play. Sure. We can line up for you having a power play now as well. Wonderful stuff. Oh, I need to fix your wound. I forgot. I let that go through for a little bit too long. 22k, not expensive. Off you go. Go get better, please. This legwork going to be due relatively soon. There's an exfiltrate mission on offer. We're crafting. Yeah, nothing too spicy. Okay, he's got a CPU spike job for me. Gonna need to burn some Underworld Hub tokens to make this look better. Alright, well, looks like there's nothing else to really bring up on this recording. Well, no, I want to try to wait until Diego limit breaks. He's got 2 favors, it's gonna be decent enough. I really need to get Joe. You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna sell the intrinsics and put him in line. I don't care. Blueprints. Let's get rid of the bad ones, and let's have things that Joe will buy. Okay, ranged accuracy is kind of a meme. It's like not a very good intrinsic, so let's put Joe in line here with ranged accuracy and let him limit break. I think that's worth it, actually. That I'm happy to do. Oh, I griefed. No, she's doing legwork for him. Alright, well, I griefed. I wasted influence here. It is what it is, though. Save our progress. Underworld tokens, boost legwork, Great. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we get. Hey, we got there first. Okay, so Street Guns 3. We have a lot of favors, though, right? So Street Guns 3 is not important to me because I think Diego has Street Guns. Fadelight Blades 5. I actually know what's in this because I did a save load and saw it, but we can still go here. So let's go Fadelight Blades 5. Because he's got nothing else to really upgrade here. I think Diego's ahead of him on everything else. We can double check everything, but I'm pretty sure. Like, if we look at our 2 gun runners, Diego already has Street Guns 3, and he has... So, like, I would only go for Street Guns and Rook Prototypes. Obviously, he's already capped on mods. So, the only thing Origami Joe can do is get better blades. We can go inspect that, though. Go to the market. Look for weapons. Powerful and rare. Here are the 2 Fadelight blades. So, the Night Song Edge is the new one, right? Do a power play to get a limit break. 70 accuracy, 380 kinetic, not terrible. 36 shred, sure. 3 ammo is nice. So, you know, it's like better in every single way. But, you know, is this better than like the 9 edge, right? 9 edge is below. It's like, well, it's more accurate, but it's less damage. What's more shred? It's more stuff. Like, yeah, it's probably better than the 9 edge, right? It's actually better than level 4 imported, maybe. I mean, 50 damage matters. It's like comparable at least, right? So, hey, Fadelight 5 is like about as good as imported 4. Okay, I'm not the most excited then. Oh well, it's what we've got. Is what it is. It's okay. Actually, the nice thing is we managed to get him his influence before we finish the legwork, so we still get to bump this. So great. We get more favors, we get more influence. I'm pretty sure Origami Joe is still only at like 40 or something. Ooh, actually back at 50 already. Not bad. Blueprints that Origami Joe buys. I don't really want to sell all 3 of these. I actually want to keep them. And I actually need to sell 5 to get him up there. So yeah, we're kind of in between stuff right now. That's fine. Let's hope we can get Diego to limit break. It'd be pretty cool. Oh, I have bonus tokens. Let me just use them on something. Let me get favors from Emmanuel. Let me get favors from... Oh, I should have bought them from Taylor earlier. I griefed. I should have had several favors here. Mistakes were made. I got 2 favors from Bakura. That's enough. Sintra already owes me 7. You owe me 5. You owe me 4. You don't matter at all. You have plenty, so... Darn. I could have guided her limit break towards selling higher level medical items. That was a mistake. I didn't think of that. Oh well. If we can ever limit break her again, we'll be kind of happy. But for now, it's fine. Okay, cool. We can go fast patch level 3 so that her medical time gets even faster. We can trade favors to go for other stuff instead and get medical item level 2, cybernetics level 4, things like that. I don't mind this though. This is fine. It actually has direct value. We've already got someone who sells everything else. Exposure for our guy. Okay. Minus 25 when selling files and accounts. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Keep saving our progress. Keep going. Homies are detoxing. Good for you guys. Got an exfil mission here. Great. Against K Milieu. The Maltese egress on rooftop ziggurat. Okay, fine. Pretty solid pay here. 600k. And we're getting half. This mission is offered by someone I don't care about. You don't do anything useful, so I'm going to ignore you. Decker is in a similar boat. You don't do anything useful. I'm going to ignore you too. There we go. We can go Street Guns 4. Okay, so I'm going to actually go back and load my old save because I want to go through all the options of what he can do. So, yeah, we can go Rook Prototype 5 and go Street Guns 4. Okay, so let's look at what Rook Tech 5 has. All right, and we can see that it's not going to be even... Let's go sort by name again. So... Right, there's still more room to go on the Rook Tech prototypes, but if you want to look at the new stuff here, here are the 2 new guns, right? So we go from the Torch XL to the Bodyguard CQ. So the Bodyguard CQ does not have pure damage, but it has a lot of ballistic damage. 10 times 190 is pretty good. So do a direct comparison though. Accuracy is quite good. 10 times 190 is really solid. No pure damage. That is definitely relevant. Don't get me wrong. But 17 range is not miserable. This is a solid gun. Now, one thing to remember, right? Let's think about this. Is 10 times 190 and 72 accuracy, right? This is the primary thing that we care about here. Are these 2 numbers, right? 10 times 190 and 72 accuracy. Okay. So the other option here, right? The best blueprint we have for assault rifle is either this one, which is 10 times 177 and 38, right? So this is just better. The Hammerstock CQ is just strictly better, right? 38 ballistic pure damage, clearly better than, what, 13 ballistic, obviously. And then even if we looked at the one without it, the Matchmaker, yeah, 11 times 215, and the range is 22 instead of, what was it, 17? So again, craft weapons are still better than that, but we're still going, don't get me wrong. And then the other option here is this shotgun. Good accuracy, pretty solid damage. Now keep in mind, this thing just literally does more damage to a single target, right? If we compare here, it's like, well, I can shoot the shotgun. Yeah, sure. Or I can shoot full auto, and if 2 bullets land, it's already doing more damage. Anyway, also of note, this thing does not have the bonus armor shred data, so it's like just kind of worse here. Like, I don't think I would go for this over the Ironback, right? Same accuracy. Okay, a bit more damage, sure. You know, 15, 20% more damage. About 15. -3 shred and not getting double armor shred. Same ranges. Yeah, I would never do that. Yeah, okay, and less... Yeah, cool, the reload's cheaper, but like... Nah, dude. That's not me. I'm not doing that. So, you know, we're not there yet. When you get really high level, though, and you get the even better E-rifles, it does come back around and becomes, like, really sick, but... this seems like a fairly mediocre one. So I'm going to save this in, like, a safety location. But what I'm going to actually go do is load the old save and go get better street guns instead and see what it looks like. So load that. People are detoxing. Great. Yep. Offer me a mission. That's great. Influence number break. We can go for street guns level 4 now. And now let's see what you have on offer, right? So weapons, powerful and rare. We already know about these, but we get the power club here. Actually, let me go ahead and look at only Diego to make it a little bit easier to look at everything. Looks like... Yeah, okay, so let's see. These all look the same. I've seen all these before. I've seen all these. I've seen these. I've seen these. I've seen... Up till this. Ironsides is new. The Jaguar XPE is new. The Razor Wire is new. The 6-Shot is new. The Lightfire is new. The Splicer Blade is new. The Chicago Series is new. And the Power Club 2000E is new. There's a lot of guns and street guns for it. Now, as far as condoms are concerned, I'm pretty sure that's the max level of this. Yep, street guns 4, that's max level. There's a lot of stuff here, though. So, powerful and rare, and just only show me Diego stuff, right? Okay, Ironsides is the... Actually, I'm going to put Origami Joe back just so I can compare them more directly. So, the Ironsides compared to the Chrome Hawk, right? This is the upgraded... Wait, are they the same? Wait, they're identical. Wait, okay. Ironsides is identical to the Chrome Hawk. I'm pretty sure these are both street guns. So this just isn't better. It's slightly cheaper. Alright, I'm gonna send that as a bug. Street Guns 4 AR is identical to the Street Guns 3 AR. Kinda sad that there is nothing new in the AR space, despite unlocking one. Alright, that's fine. They can fix that though, right? Like, they just changed the data there. Alright, we're gonna roll that one, right? Ironsides clearly not real here. The Executive was the imported one. Don't worry about that one. So the new thing is the Jaguar XPE, right? So this was here instead of... Here, I'm gonna uncheck Origami Joe, gonna make it easier to look at stuff. Okay. So the Lightfire is the upgrade to the Secure Shot. There wasn't a level 3 pistol. So how much better is the Lightfire? 2 accuracy, 5 damage, 2 max range. You know, not the most. Pretty big bump in stealth crit, though. That's actually pretty worthwhile. Now, again, it's not better than my imported guns, or my crafted guns, don't get me wrong. But, you know, getting about 3% more damage it's something. Actually, no, this is like... This is, what, 3% more damage from ballistic, and about 3% more damage from accuracy, so... I mean, again, it's not a huge upgrade to go up 2 levels and get, like, about 6% more damage, but it's something. The crit's the important part, right? Base crit damage of 1.5, so I'm critting at 3 instead of critting at, what, 2.65? So another 15% damage from that. Okay, so my stealth crits do about 20% more damage than before. My regular shots do 6% more damage than before. That's not bad. If I'm reliably stealth critting, I will gladly take 20% more damage. That's actually pretty solid. It's not the sickest, don't get me wrong, but it's something. Take a look at the Nat Edge and see how the Splicer Blade compares. More accuracy, less damage. Not excited about that. I'm also getting Armor Cutter 1 instead of Armor Cutter 2. That seems wrong as well. Okay, this seems... okay. Street Guns 4 Blade looks like a downgrade from Street Guns 3. Worse... Armor Cutter. And less overall damage does not feel like an upgrade. Wait for that to send. But I think that's, you know, a little off. That's okay, though. Razor Wire, I'm going to be hopeful about this one. So the prior SMG was the Uzi 23D. Here we go. I'm seeing a lot of green. I'm getting pretty hopeful here. Okay, so the Razor Wire is baseline more accurate. It's baseline more damage. Yeah, I mean, 5 more ballistic, 5 more full auto, extra bullet as well. Pretty meaningful. Armor shred up to 20, max range +2, which can matter. Right? You can get scopes that increase optimal range, and so this delta is relevant, actually. This is a solid upgrade, right? A bit more than 5% more damage per bullet. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at something like 10% more damage per bullet and 14% more bullets. That's a very meaningful upgrade. As long as I have 3 targets, I care about this. The plus shred, like, yeah, this is a real upgrade. If I'm using SMGs, I care. And, like, I mean, one comparison, actually, is what I use is over the light fire straight up. Like, what I just use the Razor Wire instead. So, Razor Wire's in green, right? Okay, minus accuracy, but 15 damage and shred, and, like, it's comparable. I'd consider it. Alright, next up, the Chicago series. Right, here's the old one, the Street War Dog. So we go to the Chicago series. Yeah, 2 accuracy, 1 bullet, 20 damage per bullet. That's pretty good. That's 13% more damage. 1 max range. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the sickest, but you know, it like, you know, decent measured upgrade, little by little. It seems okay with me. I mean, compared to the imported gun, and wow, this is. I didn't realize it was identical. That's funny. I guess maybe this is. I actually wonder if it's bugged and they only included pure damage in the single target and they didn't include it in the full auto. And so that's why it like aligned right. Like stats, I think stats default to aligned right and they don't have anything in the Excel entry for the full auto pure damage. I'll bet you it's what it is. That it's just not there, and so it's probably just a clerical error. I think it's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna send the same bug in for the 3rd time. Okay. Torch XL bug, the 3rd. This is the real bug. Torch XL is missing an entry for its full auto pure damage, which is why everything looked funky. All right, that's what's going on here. Cool. All right. That's the real bug. Right, everything aligns right? You see noise, you see reload size, you see the AP. If there's nothing in that column, I assume it just ignores something there. But this is the single target damage, right? And then it's just missing the ballistic damage. Sorry, the full auto damage, which means that like, oh yeah, this gun should be massively better, right? This it really thinks it wants to have no pure damage in the full auto, but that looks really weird, right? Yeah, so the Torch XL is ostensibly meant to be better than the Chicago series. Okay, fine. Yep, looks reasonable. Final upgrade is the Power Club. This looks decent. You've got PL3 stun stick, so minus 10 evasion. You can get just a stun. You can get stun with 5 evasion. You can get stun with 10 evasion. You can get stun with 15 evasion. This is like a moderately upgraded stun stick. We can compare to the best one we have, which is this. This, by the way, comes at the start of the game. You can buy one at the very start of the game. Also worth noting, the stun stick does not cost much more than the stunner, right? We compare these two, and it's like for 9k, and you don't start with the stunner, right? So like, you can either buy this outright or buy this outright for 9k more. You know, 1/4 more money, and it's like, well, 10% more damage, 10% more damage. I mean, you probably just make that investment. Like, why buy this to sell it again when you're just going to buy a stun stick? So, this is the starting blunt weapon. You go to Street Weapons 4 after lots of time, and you get 3 accuracy, 10% more damage, 15% more damage, a 4th hit, and we get minus 10 evasion on the stun instead of a minus 5 on the stun. Looks like the stun stick already has like mid-level evasion. If we look at the starter, right? The starter stun doesn't have the minus evasion. Stun stick is minus 5, and then the Power Club is minus 10. So, yeah, you know, it's, to be clear, a pretty long process to go from where we started to over here. Now, I think in a world where we have, like, a lot of control over context simulation, and it's relatively easy to force limit breaks on the right things. Like, Diego limit broke twice relatively early, right? Like, he starts with Street Guns 2. Going to Street Guns 4 is only 2 limit breaks away, if we can force them and give them influence, right? It's only like 140 influence from start of the game to Street Guns 4. That's not that much, right? That's theoretically, if you could get it, 7 file sets, done. Now, he doesn't buy file sets, so good luck with that one. Can you get 14 epic blueprints? Not really, no. Okay, fine. Is he going to offer you 2-3 missions? Yeah, it's more reasonable, right? That's pretty possible. Those missions give, you know, influence secondary objective. All right, well, you're in there, right? So in a world where it's not power level 7 when this gets offered to you finally, and you're swimming in level 6 blueprints, limit breaking twice for better power clubs. Yeah, I can see it. I would take this upgrade, right? 200k is not cheap, but I'm not playing on a, you know, difficulty with half money. I would have that to spare by like PL3 relatively early on. Like that would work. I would get there. Okay. So yeah, in a world where this is not the last progression vector in the game and I'm not getting it like after I've maxed out imported weaponry, yeah, solid, right? Half decent here. So that's what he's offering. I think it's pretty good overall. Good to have this capped out. And the nice thing is now that because these are all capped out, his future limit breaks, it's very likely to hit prototypes on his limit breaks. Straight metal items is okay. It's like grenades and stuff. I would rather get prototypes going up, but like that's what's on offer. And I mean, these, you know, they're not all great, but again, if you're getting this at like PL3, I would totally buy them in most cases anyway. All right, well, that is the... Oh wait, we have more, right? We have there's a revolver somewhere, right? Wait, was this actually... Oh, that's an imported weapon. Okay. I think, right? Am I griefing? I don't see it on Origami Joe's list. So it's got to be on Diego's list, right? Yeah, here it is. Okay, I just like looked over it. Sorry. We have one more. We have 2 more to look over, right? We have the Jaguar and the 6-shot. So let's compare to the Mauler. Do you have a better one? Yeah, we have the Kicker. Okay. So Kicker to the 6-shot. Ooh, +2 range is very meaningful. I care about that a lot. The shred is nice. This max range is probably too high for me to care. I think a 10 delta is just not really tenable. But we get 15 flat damage. We get 10 pure damage. Yep, sure. 8% more damage roughly, and, you know, 3 accuracy. Yeah, okay, 10% more damage for the upgrade. I would take 10% from, you know, each upgrade. That seems very reasonable to me. Crit damage 1.7, 1.8. Not huge, but it's a little bit more in the cases where I'm critting. Yeah, I'd take it, right? Very reasonable upgrade, especially with, I mean, with 2 meters. 100% to go for this, right? That's actually quite nice. And the final one was... I have one more, right? Yeah, it was the sniper rifle. So... Of note, snipers often go back and forth in terms of range. So, like, if we start at, like... Just go about only snipers, right? But yeah, you can even show both people. Just show everything off, right? So here's the starter weapon. And you can get the long sight red. The long sight has meaningful more damage. Minus accuracy is basically trivial. Shred's trivial. Who cares? But the big thing is 5 meters of optimal range and 9 meters of noise. Okay, fine. We go to the hunter sight, which is next. Okay, we go to the hunter sight. And you get the accuracy back, damage goes back down, okay, whatever. Range goes back down to normal, 5th bullet, okay, whatever. So like, okay, Street Scout and Hunter Sight are in like the same lineage basically, where the range is the same, and it's like, yeah, I get accuracy, I get damage, okay, fine. So the long sight red is special in that it has bonus range, but like, you know, loses some damage or whatever, right? It loses some accuracy, but, you know, gains some range. Okay, fine. And then we get an imported gun here, the PAR 65, and the PAR 65 is in this lineage, right? It's in the long sight lineage, and so here's the range. Plus accuracy, plus a little bit of damage. The shred goes up. You know, looking decent here overall. 5 bullets. Compare the hunter sight to it. It's like, okay, you know, the PAR loses some accuracy, gains some damage, gains some range. Yeah, probably a better gun overall. You go to the Jaguar, and the Jaguar is again in the long range lineage. So, right, in street guns, it's like, well, street gun 1 is short range, street gun 2 is long range, street gun 3 is short range. And I say short range, it's 35 meters. Street gun 4 is back to long range. So compared to the long sight red, 5 accuracy, 6% more damage, 4% armor shred. It starts to matter a little bit here at 15%. Obviously, really good range here. The noise is not even that bad. The noise actually goes down, which is huge. Like base silencer will like easily crush this down to something you care about here. So, yeah, I mean, this is a meaningful upgrade here, right? 5 accuracy and whatever I said on damage, 5% roughly damage here as well. Yeah, you know, 7%, something around there. Totally solid. And I think that's the group, right? That's basically all the stuff here. So at some point, we'll try to limit break and get more Rook Tech weapons, go to PL 5, 6, 7, 8, and try to get the Fadelight blades up to 6, 7, 8 as well. So that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.